Hi, welcome to Art 320. I'm Charla and I will be your instructor for this course. This is an orientation video, so please watch it in its entirety. So let's begin. When you open up Laulima and click on your course tab up at the top, you'll come to the course homepage. On the course homepage, there's a calendar here to the right hand side. The calendar will mark when the opening of new modules start, as well as due dates for assignments. I'll be adding that in as we progress to the class. Okay, so the next link to the side is the course modules, and under the course modules is where all the course content is found and how you will work yourself to the class. So starting with module 1, which begins now and then it'll end in 1 week, you'll notice I'll take you through readings, and it's sort of structured according an overview. Every module pretty much will start with an overview and a conclusion, and then you'll read through the content of the module. And the idea is to get enough of the concept or enough of the theory or idea or skill in order to do your assignments. So because this class has a variety of leveled students, I was very broad in the way I was providing information to allow for students who were at a was at a beginner stage in web design, and then for someone who was like an intermediate stage could benefit from the course. So you can see as module 1 goes through, there's both videos, images, and readings, and then of course it'll end with a conclusion. So module 1 of course has a quiz 1. All the quizzes are based under the quiz link. Exercise 1 will take you to an exercise that we have, and then discussion 1. So let's go back. So you'll notice every module, most modules run 2 at a time, 2 weeks at a time. We'll start with the overview and conclusion, and the way I suggested that you spend the first week or half a week reading and going through and taking notes, and then taking the quiz, and then then work your way into the exercises or the project. There'll be 2 projects this semester, so we'll talk about that, or I'll talk about that later on when we get nearer to that. But just keep that in mind. There are class resources that I have for you that you can use. Actually, I'll relabel that course resources, but you can use this for whatever you need. I've got the exercises here, and then the projects back up here, so you can access it here as well. But then I also have things like color information, type information, code examples if you need, and as well as XD resources, which we'll be using Adobe XD also. We'll have discussions, and you'll notice here under the development section, I have each of you has your own discussion board, and this is where you will be posting your progress for project 1, which is a website, and then project 2 for your portfolio. Okay. Dropbox is here, and then you'll turn in your assignments according to what assignments is either exercise or project. You can email. Gradebook is here, so you can kind of see how we're venturing off, what's constituting this class. So we have a few discussions, we have a bunch of exercises, the 2 projects, and then quizzes, and then we'll have 2 more quizzes as well. So I just want to mention here that to make sure that you pay close attention to a weekly email that you'll be receiving from me, highlighting what that week or that module will be about, and sort of any housekeeping things that need to attend to. Because it's an online course, I know it's easy to become separate and sort of work in a silo. So the goal of our communication through email, through posts, is important to have, so that we can keep you, and then you can keep me on track as well. So yeah, the course is pretty much a project-based course. So we do have exercises or skill-based work to do, but the two major projects would be, of course, the project one, which is a website of your choice, and then, of course, your portfolio that you'll be building in XD. And like I said earlier, I'll talk more about this later. But I did want to give you an orientation of the course so that you can get an idea of how this would be structured. So hopefully you have a fun semester, and I'll talk to you soon.